We'll switch gears here. We'll go into the story of the night. So we brought Slim because Slim is our expert, our XRP expert. Slim, in doing my research for tonight, I learned that XRP has high liquidity. Can you explain to everyone what that means and the future of it based on that?
Slim, I think there's something wrong with your mic.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Sorry about that. It's really about what the coin is about, right? A lot of people get into crypto and they really have no clue what crypto is. But if you look at whatever platform you're on, they should have a description on what the investment is all about. So I always start there. And what I tell people is read it for yourself, do your own research. And if you think it makes sense, come back and talk to me. But when you look at XRP, as for what it does, all it is it's a really fast money exchange system. For instance, like we're dealing with Cash App, we're dealing with Zelle. You know, that's what we have in the United States, but you can't do that in other countries, right? So you don't have a Cash App in Dubai and all that stuff. So XRP is designed to make that transaction as quickly as possible for like heavy hitters. I'm talking billionaire guys that, you know, somebody might want to purchase a building. If they want to purchase a building on Sunday with XRP, the money will go through on Sunday. There's no proof of funds or anything like that that has to be initiated in that transaction. When you're dealing with money to that size or that nature, there's always other people involved, paperwork. People want to see if you could afford whatever, even if it's a loan, it just doesn't matter. So if you look at XRP, that entire system is designed to make the transactions for any type of dividend within lightning speed from any country, any bank, in just an instant. That's powerful as opposed to what we have now. If you're dealing with business across seas or abroad, I should say, you might receive a payment from someone that might take 4 days, sometimes 7 days, depending on their bank. Those banks that's not going to be equipped with XRP will be behind the 8 ball. So you do your research, you'll see that Bank of America is partaking. They have a ledger with XRP, Visa, MasterCard, BlackRock. Okay, these are the heavy hitters that's in the game, and they're all partaking in XRP. So for the little guys, what does that do for you and I? If we look at XRP now for what the cost is, it's like what 250 something right now, whatever it is. I would say just purchase XRP as much as you can. $20 here, $100 there, whatever the case may be. And you will see that it's going to surpass Bitcoin within the next 10 years. I give it 10 years is going to be the number one crypto. Because even Bitcoin, as far as their transactions, will be utilizing XRP. You understand? So that's basically what the takeover is about. And people have to understand that it's all about the movement of money. And if there's a system that's ahead of that situation, it's very, very powerful when you're dealing with institutions and when you're dealing with banks.
Did you hear about the Coinbase crash this week or hack?
But mine ain't crashed. Mine never got hacked.
No, I'm gonna show you.
Hey everyone, I want to make you aware of a disturbing email that we received recently at Coinbase. It was a ransom note demanding $20 million in Bitcoin in exchange for these attackers not releasing some information they claim to have obtained on our customers. Now, we like to do things transparently here at Coinbase, and so I'm going to respond publicly to these attackers by saying no. We are not going to pay your ransom. In fact, I have a few next steps in mind that I'm going to share at the end of this video. But for the rest of you watching, wondering what happened, we did an investigation here, and these attackers have been approaching our overseas customer support agents, looking for a weak link, someone who would accept a bribe in exchange for sharing some customer information with them. Now, our support tools have limited access to customer information. There was no passwords or private keys or funds accessed as part of this. But customer support agents do have access to personal information like name, date of birth, address, etc. And attackers still want access to this information because it allows them to conduct social engineering attacks where they can call our customers impersonating Coinbase customer support and try to trick them into sending their funds to the attacker. Now, unfortunately, they were able to find a few bad apples. Our systems are designed to mitigate the impact of something like this, so less than 1% of our monthly transacting users had their records accessed, but this is still unacceptable, and I want to tell you what we're doing about it. So first, any customers that were socially engineered as a result of this incident, we're going to reimburse them. There's more details on our website, on our blog post about the reimbursement process. You can read more there. Any customers who have been impacted by this or have been notified at this point. Number two, we're hardening our systems around customer support to make something like this much more difficult in the future. And third, we're actually relocating some of our customer support operations as a result of this. But the last step is maybe the most important, which is that instead of paying this $20 million ransom, we're turning it around. And we're putting out a $20 million award for any information leading to the arrest and conviction of these attackers. For these would-be extortionists or anyone seeking to harm Coinbase customers, know that we will prosecute you and bring you to justice. And now you have my...
Hey guys, sorry about that. So we had a call. I don't know what happened to the call, but we might be having a call come through. But yeah, as you can see, Slim, that's the Coinbase CEO talking about the hack. Hearing that, do you think that people that are using Coinbase should be secure? What's your thought? So it should be concerned. What's your thoughts?
At the end of the day, what he's doing is absolutely correct. I still believe in how strong the systems are. There was a hack like this in the past too. A big hack with Robinhood. That's one of the reasons I don't use Robinhood. But that's alleged. You know, you can look that up for yourself. What I won't do is tear down another platform because all platforms are subjected to be hacked. I mean, let's just be honest. We're dealing with the computer. We're dealing with the internet. So if we're worried about that, we in the wrong world because your Tesla could be hacked. You know what I mean? Like that's just the name of the game. Yeah, there's investments involved, but we don't put our life savings into something like that. You know, you put what you could afford, number one. A lot of people made money when there wasn't any apps with Bitcoin. And that was probably one of my biggest mistakes because I'm like, how the hell I'm gonna track this? You know, you're gonna give me some hard drive, you know, and those were things I was worried about. Do I wish I did it today? Absolutely. We can't be scared because we hear something. We can only be scared when it's affecting millions of people at one time and you're involved and nobody's doing anything about it. That's when I would worry. This is a situation where I'm very cool with that statement. I think that was genuine. And I think the solution is prudent. Like what he's willing to do is fire. And for him to basically come out publicly and basically say what's going on, that's transparent. So that's not a bad thing because this is business. You're going to win and you're going to lose. And you shouldn't be involved with anything as far as business or investments if you don't know how to lose. That's just part of the game. Even in boxing or basketball, or if you're one of those dudes that got to win all the time, God bless you. You know what I mean? But what I will say is XRP is the wave, man. I don't want no one to miss that boat, especially where the price is right now. Even when the stocks were down, I mean, there's certain stocks that people are basically watching, and those suckers were down, but now they up. So if you didn't put in when all this tariff things was going on, you lost. If your emotions were interfering with your thought process, you know what I mean? Some people's like, oh man, look at Trump, I'm taking my money out. You know, then there was some people like, yo, man, it's down. Yo, you know what? I'm gonna buy more. So it's all in timing and it's all in who's not afraid. So I mean, some people will take their money out based on that message. Some people will leave it in. Some people may go in, but it just depends on how you feel and what your scarcity level is, I should say.
Gray, you look like you got something to say. You want to add to what he said, or you got a question?
Right, like I
I'll let
promoted.
Enzo go. He on the XRP wave. Enzo, what do you think?
So I was kind of a dumbass and I took most of my money out of XRP a couple months ago.
What?
I needed to buy
I
a
already made
car.
$30.
I needed to buy a car, so that's why I took the money out. But I just put my money in just now, actually. I mean, I'm sitting at, I don't have much right now. I only got a couple hundred, but I'm sitting at 357 and I'm happy with that because at least I'm in the positive. But yeah. Well, when you brought up the whole Coinbase thing, that's why I looked right over my computer. I'm like, hold on, let me go to my Coinbase real quick. I was like, let me see if I'm affected. Thank God I'm not affected.
Right.
Because that is my worst fear. Me and my buddy were talking about it months ago. He's like,
Mm-hmm.
dude, you need to take your XRP and put it in cold storage. I'm like, what the fuck is cold storage?
Yo,
He
how
goes,
do you do that, by the way? That's something I don't know.
I don't know. He's like, it's literally this thing that you
Oh
buy and
man.
you send it to this address. I'm like, bro, I'm not doing that. Like that
Yeah,
address is so
man. See?
long. I'm gonna mess something up along the way. Like I'm not doing all that. I'm just gonna leave it there. He's like, well, if it get hacked, you're screwed. I go, if it gets hacked, it gets hacked. I don't care at this point. I'm
I
not
would
messing it up
rather
myself.
it be dealt with on Coinbase as opposed to you transferring that address, especially the address, to another
Mm-hmm.
situation. If it was a hard drive way, I think there's other platforms where you can plug in a hard drive and download the amount of coins you have or whatever it is to that hard drive, and then when you put it back in, it's still valuable.
Like, if I
I
had
don't see that way
thousands,
on Coinbase, so
no.
I don't know about that way, but
Like
I
if
don't
I had
move
thousands,
anything
I
from
would do that.
Coinbase.
Yeah, I just keep it in there. If something happens, it happens. It's insured. Because there was a hack a couple years ago with Coinbase that
Mm-hmm.
I had it was when like the NFTs and all that shit was big. Like I had a couple NFTs that went missing and a bunch of my ape coin that went missing, and they got me everything back.
Yep.
So I'm not really that worried about it.
Well, for me, I feel like the benefit of Bitcoin was supposed to be that it's not like in the market, so it's like protected. We don't know who made it, like all of those things with Bitcoin against mined. So I feel like the fact that it can get hacked now is just like I feel like it's defeating the purpose for me.
Well, look at it like this, right? If you trust the banks, cool. I don't trust the banks. What I also know is if you put $20 in your bank, B of A, whatever bank, credit union, and 6 months later you go back, it's gonna be $20. You do that with crypto, it could be 25, it could be 32.
Oh wait.
Interest
We had
right
another
away.
call.
The bank gonna tell you to put in the M before they give you a little bit back.
Well, I don't know if y'all know this story, but what happened was in Greece, in Athens, actually, the currency crashed, and then like the value of the money went down, and that's when people really got into Bitcoin because they were like afraid, like you said, of putting their money in the bank or having it in the currency of U.S. dollars, because we're constantly saying, "Oh, the U.S. dollar is worthless. It's worthless," so people want to
Mm-hmm.
invest their money into other stuff.
Mm-hmm. And I'm not going to sit here and say our value is worthless. I will say it's going down. That is inevitable, to be honest with you. Um, and you guys got to understand, we're just in the beginning of a change, bro. Like when people was walking around with gold coins, they ain't know nothing about no banking systems and credit cards and all that stuff. They was bringing heavy gold to the spot. Like, yo, this is what I got. What's good? So we're dealing with that scenario now. Like everything, they've been preparing us for the longest. This is why you walk up to 7-Eleven and you purchase stuff with your phone. And everything was preparing you for these moments here. So even with
Mm-hmm.
crypto, as you move forward, you're going to start to get more familiar with it. Eventually, it's going to be an obligation. It's going to be a necessity. Eventually, you're gonna be, sending your daughters out to the club. You got some XRP, you got some Bitcoin, bloop, 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 bloop. All that's gonna be life, bro. You have to understand, even when you ordering your food, is bloop, bloop. I was in Colombia and I was taking Ubers. They was like, dame la ping. I'm like, what the hell is the ping? I'm like, oh, the number, bloop, bloop, bloop. And he got it. I'm like, oh, so everything is digital right now. If we worry about that, we might as well kill ourselves, because this is where we're
We
going.
got it. 85, we got a question from someone that's a friend of the show, Kamal. He said, how much y'all think Bitcoin going to hit at the end of the year?
Bitcoin, I think Bitcoin would be about 150. I give it 150.
It's a 103 right now.
Yeah, at the end of the year, I think all crypto is going up. I think people should do their research on the cryptocurrencies in general. Even if you take your Coinbase and you look at the assets, whatever platform you're on, just scroll. Just keep scrolling. You'll never come to an end. There's a bunch of cryptocurrencies out there. My question is why? My second question is, why are they only talking about one or two? Pretty soon, it might be only 3 cryptocurrencies that's running the entire world. I mean, we got to look at these things, man. And if we sit there and be old school, we gonna miss the boat. A lot of there's kids 19 years old buying houses with Bitcoin, buying
Wow.
Maseratis with Bitcoin, like literally walking in the
Jeez.
car dealership, bloop bloop bloop. Right now, this is
Mm.
happening.
Yeah.
I can't
I'm
wait
so
for my
bad at
XRP
myself
to
with
go up.
Bitcoin.
Yeah, this
So
is shit. This is true stuff, man. This is happening.
I would ask the Republicans, did y'all buy the Trump meme coin?
No.
Now,
Yeah, I did.
You did?
I mean, that was
Of course,
bullshit.
Slim did. Of course
Yeah,
you did, Slim.
I got it. I
Okay.
bought 2 of them.
Slim is loyal, man. I need about 50 Slims.
Okay.
If I had 50 Slims, we could be like
I don't
making
invest in meme
$50 on this
coins.
thing right now.
Yo, at the end of the day, man, no matter if y'all hate him or love him, you must understand this man is gonna be a legacy to this country. You must
Somebody else
understand. You have to, you no matter what, you're gonna have to just like I use Colombia as a reference. So if you're Colombian out there, I apologize if you don't like Pablo Escobar or not. But right now, you go to Medellin, your Brody got a whole tour on what he had popping in that whole country. I'm not saying it was a good thing. I'm just saying he left his mark. Same thing gonna happen to Trump.
Okay.
I got a question for you, actually. Speaking of Trump coin, do you think Trump himself has anything to do with Trump coin?
Of course. Of course.
You're not supposed to
Absolutely.
play. You're not supposed to say yes.
I'm gonna keep it G, yo. I love how he move. He a businessman, yo. He's just that dude, man.
Look, that's what I've been hearing every single day on my live. They're like, "Oh, well, Trump is making money while he's in office off Trump coin."
And what's
And I'm
wrong with
like,
that?
"You're not allowed to do that as a
I don't
president."
know what's wrong with that.
Yeah.
I'm trying to figure out what's wrong with it. You know what I mean? Same thing. Like we Americans, we got a job.
Hello.
Same brother that's working at the job got another hustle on
Hello.
side. He might be doing other things he ain't supposed to be doing at the job. Just saying.
Fair
Ain't
point.
nobody gonna
Okay,
tell on
I
him,
can't dispute that. Fair point.
Yeah, man. Ain't nobody gonna tell on him. Let's just keep it real. Let
Hello.
Brody get his money. That's all.
Okay.
Wow, Slim. Wow.
Hey, man, I'm an American, bro. That's just what it is, man. Like, we are hustlers by heart, man, by soil. This is this is us.
But Izzo, you might be able to. Were they saying on your live they feel like people are using Trump's meme coin, like paying it to get favors from Trump?
No, like what everybody's bringing up in my lives is they're like, oh well, he's violating the Constitution by having a meme coin and him making money off it during in office and everything like that. I was like, if that was the case, like there would be lawsuits up the ass and impeachment inquiries on everyone's desk for him to get out of office for making money in office.
Yeah.
Like I did the research on it. 80% of it's owned by the Trump family, not him. And the Trump family signed over to Donald Jr. and Eric since he became president.
Speaking of his family, his daughter just had a baby today. The youngest daughter.
Who's that one? Tiffany?
Mm-hmm.
Yo,
I didn't even know she was pregnant. Wow.
Yeah. Wow.
I didn't even know
And
that.
her
hey,
husband's Lebanese.
when I first heard that Trump buried his ex-wife on a property to avoid the taxes, fire.
What?
I get credit. That's smart.
That's fire. You don't know about that, Greg?
But I'm saying, like, is
Fire.
his mother there too? Like, what? It's
I'm
not
just saying the
sentimental.
whole principle, just to say F the system. That's
Yep.
fire.
His golf course in New Jersey.
You gotta salute that, bro. That's fire.
Mm.
If my daughter grow up and I'm going, I'm gonna be like, baby, do what you gotta do. Put me up under that stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Oh Lord.
Fire.
Oh Lord. Well,
Watch. Every one
guys,
of them
this
go
was
be
a
buried
great.
in. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no. This was a great discussion. We have two more things we need to talk about. Slim, talk about your video, and then we're gonna play it, and then we're gonna play our throwback video of the night.
All right. This was this video we did in Colombia, man. It was a spontaneous thing. Nobody planned to do it. We just happened to be out there. We had a really good time, man. So shout out to my people. We're gonna be out there every 3 months. But you know, we rented a nice little crib, man. And I was like, man, we didn't even have a party here. And then my boy was like, man, let's shoot the video. I'm like, man, there ain't no cameraman. So he went out, found the cameraman, went
Oh
out,
wow.
ordered some women, and we just had a party and we ended up making a video. So this is not the final cut. The final cut will be out the end of the week because in the beginning it
Okay.
has to get a highlight of the city of Columbia and all that stuff. But again, it's called Move 85 Slim right here on the new party.
Let's go. Here we go.
Slim has been removed from the YouTube. They did
No,
it
I
was
just
removed.
put it back up and sent it to Nora.
Oh, okay.
You move, I want to see your body shaking like this. Let me see you move. You want to hit that 8-5 shit, right? Let me see you move. You be in the club like what? Let me see you move. Hey yo, hey yo, hey yo. Come on and roll with it, shorty. She makes the night hot, complexion like coffee.
Oh
But
wow,
I'ma
they
start
did a
with
good
the pump,
job.
some sort of like pimping the juice. But she ain't coming in no cup, she coming on a plate. Something you could taste from the face, chest, hip, straight down to the waist. Yeah, how you want it? She can make a nigga jump on it like that, make him give up them stacks. You see, she in the game. She ain't in it to lose. She too smooth in them blue suede shoes. I seen her shake it in the old man's face. I was like, ooh. She even made his toupee move. Now I'm in the corner, getting loose with that 40 proof with no chaser. But I'm gonna chase her and avoid them haters. You see, when you see the boy in Gators, you know we hot like Florida. Come on, move it like this. Let me see you move. I wanna see your body shake it like that. Let me see you move. You wanna hit it 8-5 shit, right? Let me see you move. We be in the club like what? Let me see you move. Hey yo, hey yo, hey yo. She's so hot, but she's so cold. Went to Miami and put the heat on froze. I ain't even pimping, but it's me she chose. Louis V from the cheeks to the toes. Hey yo, she groovy, baby. She let me put my hands on that booty, baby. And she so ill. My niggas, we be so real. But Marty is a hottie, the way she use that body to pay the bills. You should have seen her. Way she move makes me want to get in between her. I took her to the palace where they call me Caesar. And baby, I ain't talking pizza.
Not
But on the
Caesar.
low, shorty, I'm talking. Hey yo, your boy be spitting the ether. The lanes might call you skeezer. But my game gonna please ya and break the rules. Baby girl, all I wanna do is see you move it like this. Let me see you move. I wanna see your body shaking like that. Yeah, let me see you move. You wanna hit that 8-5 shit, right? Let me see you move. Cause we be in the club like what? Yeah, let me see you move. Hey yo, hey yo, hey yo. Don't flex and let your body come through. Disrespect the party, shorty. Let me see you. Hey, just let me see you move. Let's go, let's go. Don't let your body come and straight disrespect the party, shorty. Let me see you move. Hey, hey yo, hey yo, hey yo. Come on and roll with it. Let me see you move. Come on and roll with it, shorty. Shake it like. Let me see you move. 85 head.
That was fire.
Yeah,
I'm so glad you
Yeah,
came
it's really
tonight so
good.
we could play it.
I
You know,
appreciate you playing
Slim, yeah, no, Slim is actually our fourth cast member. He was the first to join outside of the original team we had. And guess what, Slim? I don't know if you know, but this is our 1 year anniversary. Not
Get
with
out of
you, but
here.
we're at 9 months with you.
That's love.
1 year as a team. What has the new party done for you, and what do you think it means for you being a part of the cast? And then I'm going to play a throwback clip that you were a part of a very historic night with us.
Oh man, number one, the good people I've met between you guys, the people that was on the show, the chat, uh, the fun we had, the drama, K dot, all that stuff, man, was all fire. You know what I'm saying? So from there, I met Gray a while ago. I was doing music with Easy, and that's when I met Gray. So I always knew, it was going to be good people involved with that circle, because Easy's a good dude. So,
Yeah, he
that's
is.
basically what it was. So as we move forward, I just see big things, man, and I'm just honored to be a part of it because I see you guys don't quit, and that's what I like. I like the resilience that you guys show when it comes to this. Like when I'm just on my phone, I just see live. I'm like, yo, they live right now. So I tune in and stuff like that. So I respect that. Consistency is key, especially in this business. So I'm just proud to be a part of it.
Thank you, 85. And we're proud to have you. So, the throwback clip I'm going to play, this was before Enzo, but it's when we had a historic night. We had a Black men's panel, and we actually had some pretty big names that were on it. One of the Black conservative leaders, Fox News called him, as well as someone you guys may recognize. So hold on, let me pull this clip up now. Um, Okay, here we go.
Thinking about how am I going to protect myself? How am I going to protect my family and the people that I love, and not waiting on the government to trickle something down to the middle class. And I can show you, brother. I'm from the hood, tattoos everywhere, seen it all, done it all. So I'm not trying to step on our people.
I really wasn't talking about trickle down. I wasn't talking about trickle down, not cut you off, but I really wasn't talking about trickle down. When you say educate and read, and saying that we can come from another, pull our own self up by the boots in a sense.
And we got to.
Do you guys recognize one of the faces on there?
A few faces I recognize.
A few, but that's Kaizen. Kaizen, has been on our show about 3 or 4 times. I'll be playing a few clips with him, but he's pretty big now, y'all. He got retweeted by Elon and just took off and blew up. He was on Paris Morgan this week.
All
He
right.
was also on with Brian Shapiro. Remember Brian 85 pushing the limits?
Yeah, yeah,
The guy,
yeah,
the white guy that came on with Jenna that night. Yeah, he
nice.
was on with him. They were talking about Kanye's song and the anti-Semitism of it and whatever. And so yeah, so historic night. I mean, we had a pretty good night that night as far as views go too.
That's what's up.
Gray, you remember that night?
Yeah, we had. I don't want to say that I forgot his name, but a guy from Fox News. He was on there,
Mm-hmm.
and then Kaizen. Yes, he's been making his rounds. He was on Tim Pool. He's
Oh
been
yeah,
on a lot of
IRL.
shows. Donald Trump retweeted him on True Social. So yeah,
Oh,
we've met a lot of people along this journey, and yeah, I'm glad to be a part of it with you guys. And yeah, it's been 1 year, so we put a lot of work into this. So
we
hopefully,
got one up coming with you too, Enzo. We got
Listen,
that
I'm
clip
just happy to
coming.
be here. I'm happy to be here.
That so
I
yeah,
wonder
guys, for
what
the
clip
next
is going to
month,
be, though.
huh?
I said, I wonder what
You
clip is
wonder?
going to be, though, now.
It'll probably be the night. It'll probably be the night with Mermaid and K Dot because that
Oh,
was your
okay.
first night.
All right, yeah, that was a good one.
that was a fun night.
That
Yeah, I
was.
think Mermaid was on. Wasn't she on yesterday?
She was on the Unf America tour.
Yeah.
Yeah, she
And
fine.
so is
Yeah,
that
she
guy,
don't
Chris, that
fool
we
with
brought on
us.
last night.
Yeah, yeah.
Yep. Because I saw his name. I'm like, and then he popped up. I'm like, I know exactly who this guy is. He's
Yeah.
a part of that little crew.
Oh yeah, yeah. You talking about the
Yep.
guy from last night?
Yep.
Yeah, yeah.
He's like the only normal one, I'll say, though. You can actually have a conversation with him. Like I've seen his lives, he's very respectful to everybody. It doesn't matter who you are.
He
The rest
is.
of them, they'll just mute you and scream in your face.
Oh, so
Fact.
you knew who he was before
I
he
know
even got
exactly who it is.
there?
Yep.
Oh,
Yep.
okay, wow, that's what's up.
Yep.
I,
Like I've
oh,
seen a couple of his lives. Like the kid Tyler that I used to go live with, he's like, yeah, you should go on and debate him, yada yada yada, like telling me that all the time. I'm like, we'll probably agree more than anything, so I'm not really gonna debate this kid.
True. He's
oh, so
reasonable.
Yeah,
that's
he's
what
very
that's
reasonable.
crazy. So the guy said that, and then y'all ended up talking last night.
Yep, that's the funny
What are
thing.
the chances? Oh wow.
Yep. 'Cause I'll do I call it op research. I'll go into their lives and see what they're talking about, how they're combating it, what their rebuttals are. So when their people come to my lives, like the funniest thing, like the people will come in my lives and they'll say, so some crazy hypotheticals. I go, okay, so how much Dean and Parker do you watch before we start this? That's exactly what I'll say to people. They're like, wait, what are you talking about? I don't listen to them. I'm like, you're using their exact arguments, the wording exactly how they do it.
Oh, so people trying to be carbon copies just to get big?
Just to get you in a gotcha moment.
Oh
That's what they
wow,
do.
Facts.
Wow.
wow. But people blowing up off of it, so I understand like the hustle. You know what I'm saying? I
I
get it.
can't argue. Trust me. I
Yeah,
copied them. They inspired me to do it. I'm
right,
not gonna
right,
lie.
Hmm.
for sure.
Well, all right, guys. We're gonna go around do our closing thoughts. Enzo, what's your closing thoughts for the night?
So, like always, like I say, it's a great podcast. I love being on here. Congrats on the 1 year. Happy that
Thank you.
Nora, you should be working for college athletes and being a D1 recruiter. And the people that you bring on, the people that you find. Same thing with you, Gray. You
Yeah.
guys should just be recruiters. And that's it. Because everybody that you bring on the podcast is absolutely great. Um,
Thank
with
you.
the whole thing with RFK, everyone's just gonna complain all day long at anybody who's in this administration. Tory Lanes, free Tory Lanes, and XRP to the moon. That's
Mm.
all I gotta say for the night.
Free Tory Lanes. Are you going live after this?
Yes, I will be on DNC Enzo because I think the other two are canned right now. Don't remember which one's
Okay, for
which.
everyone watching, go to the TikTok, type in DNC Enzo in the
Mm-hmm.
next 5 minutes, and he'll be on live so you guys can watch. 85, I know you're man of many jobs and businesses. Thank you for coming tonight. What's your closing thoughts?
Oh man, happy anniversary to the new party first off, man. And again, Nora, Gray, I appreciate you guys. Enzo, smart young man, I appreciate all your content as
Appreciate you.
well. And man, I hope everybody enjoyed the video. It will be out the end of this week.
For
Uh,
sure.
85 Slim on all platforms. One love. You guys have a safe weekend.
Yeah, and everybody go find 85 Slim on YouTube. I played it from his YouTube. The final cut will be there. What changes are you making? I'm curious.
In the beginning, like the whole idea was to represent Barranquilla, Colombia. So he has to go out
Hmm.
and get a highlight of the city at night with the drone,
Oh,
and then he has
that's
to get the
pretty.
picture of Shakira. There's a statue of Shakira. I want that statue there, and then it's gonna say "Welcome to Barranquilla, Colombia," and then move, shorty. You know.
Oh, okay. Well, let us know when the final one's done. Maybe we'll do like a short, like upload it too, so we can
Yeah.
have it on here too.
Oh yeah.
Um, I'm excited to see it. That sounds pretty. Gray, what's your closing thoughts?
Let me see you move.
Appreciate
um, I'm glad to have made it for 1 year. Never thought that I would make it this far with this. So it's great. Shout out to the cast. The topics are getting better. We keep growing, and it's fun. And sometimes it's crazy, but it's always interesting. So, like we always say, always vote.
Always vote.
Okay, so my closing thoughts. Man, I don't know how I've survived a year. I'm just kidding. I want to say thank you to the team. Thank you to Gray. My dream was to be a reporter as a little girl, and somehow that dream got lost. But thank you to Gray for inspiring me again. Thank you to D. He's no longer here, but D really he was like the backbone when he was here. And thank you to Slim, because Slim gave us that fire to just keep pushing and going. And thank you to Enzo. Enzo helps keep us young. Thank you to Skeptic and Mia, the ladies on the panel. Thank you to Vulgar for hosting the man cave. And shout out to Brooks. Am I missing anyone? Jesus. Oh, thank you to Jay. Jay, I don't know where you at, Jay, but you know, you out there probably at a festival somewhere with your fiance. So shouts out to you too. And shouts out to everyone else that was a part of making this special for us. We greatly, greatly, greatly appreciate you. And I'm so happy when I see stars like Kaizen, Brian Shapiro, Kelly. Kelly's doing big things. She was on Anton Daniels' channel. So shouts out to everyone I've met along the way and all my friends. So if you're watching here, come back here tomorrow night, same time, same place. Actually, you're going to want to go to the YouTube at the new party. I will be back on with Dana with the data. We're talking about some immigration law. So thank you to Dana for including me in that panel, and she'll allowing me to stream it. But we will also be back tomorrow at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, giving you the Diddy update. God, I hope it's not a year. I don't think. Greg, can you take a year? I don't think I can take a year of this. But while it's interesting, we'll be covering it. When it gets boring, I'll probably stop. I'm hearing that Dawn Richards will be testifying tomorrow or by Monday at the latest because Cassie has to go have her baby. So yeah, my closing thoughts is believe all women. Yeah, that sounds good, but I don't believe all women. And you know, we see now that Megan Thee Stallion, who knows, wasn't telling the truth. Maybe she thought wrong, but you know, shouts out to Tory Lanez, free Chris Brown. He's another one that I think the system has a hold of. I don't think that men are innocent. I hold men accountable, but I don't think these freak hoes are innocent either. So I'm going to send prayers to all the men that are being wrongly convicted tonight, wrongly accused. Shouts out to you. And shouts out to all the men that are having tough times in their lives. I believe in uplifting men, and shouts out to the women. I do think that there are women that are actually domestic violence victims, are actually great survivors, but you know, those that abuse the system, time for that to end. And anyways, come back here, same place, same time tomorrow, 12 p.m. As we always say on the new party, always vote. God bless.
Introducing the new party. We live stream Monday through Thursday, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.